Hey ladies! So today I'm starting a new series and it's called Girl Talk Tuesdays. You might have seen me on Twitter and Facebook recently asking you guys for questions and stuff, but I feel like I need to explain it a little bit more. So basically this little series is obviously running every Tuesday, and it's just going to be where you guys can send me questions that you want answers to that are obviously more girl oriented than for the general public. So don't be shy. I will try and answer everything I can. I do have some questions that I'm going to be answering today, and for the moment they're going to stay anonymous for people who ask me, but unless stated when you ask a question either on my forum spring, my Twitter, here, my website, wherever, I'll just identify you by whatever name the media tells me it's from. But like I said, if you want to stay anonymous, just type that in there and I will respect that. So yeah, I think that's pretty general, pretty out there. So I have a couple of questions I'm going to say. I have it written down in my little Create notebook that I got specifically for YouTube video ideas and post ideas for my site and a whole bunch of stuff. So I've got quite a few things going on. I'll be talking about a couple of things later. So the first question I'm going to do is, how do I know who my real friends are? Well, that's kind of a loaded question. Anyone you feel comfortable with. Like, if someone makes you feel uncomfortable for whatever reason, or, like, I had friends who, like, there's a level of joking amongst friends, but sometimes it goes too far, and some people don't understand that they've pushed the boundaries. So I definitely recommend, like, if you feel uncomfortable with somebody, maybe try and stop seeing them less, and if your feelings towards them change, then you can obviously gravitate more towards them. But I'm not just saying shut the door on people, because it could be abrupt, it could be kind of rude. I'm not sure what else to say. Like, if you feel good around them, then they're good friends. If you feel like they hurt you in, like, any way, physical, mental, emotional, whatever, then definitely don't be around them. Like, that's not positive energy to use for your own life, so why would you cloud your life with negative stuff? So yeah, to figure that out, it's whoever you feel best with. My next question. I like a boy but don't know if he likes me. What do I do? Well, depending on how old you are, this is kind of a general rule. Just talk to them. They don't bite as much as we think they do. They don't. So just get to know them. If you guys talk a lot on Facebook or Twitter, and if you guys obviously go to the same school, that might be easier, or work together, or just have mutual friends, just try and talk to them more, get to know them, and then after a while, if you still feel that way and you're not sure how they feel, just be blunt, or get someone else to do it. That's always a good alternative. I've had and done this for friends where they go up to the person and be like, so, what do you think of so-and-so? And they'll say, I think I like them, or they're alright, or they're just a good friend. So the good friend thing is always a killer, but that's okay. We will get through those. But, little side note, my best friend, Miss Tolu, is notorious for this. Before I started dating my boyfriend, she insisted that I liked him. And I might have, but I wasn't going to tell him that. And she insisted he liked me, and I didn't believe her. So, long story short, she claims full responsibility for our relationship. Yeah. And to this day, she has no problem reminding me that it was because of her that we're together. So, you can become a friend like that. Yeah. I always laugh thinking about that story. Anyways, the next question. How can I feel good about how I look when I always feel fat? Here's something that I was told by somebody. If you look in the mirror, like, a lot of people say avoid mirrors, I don't think that's right, because you're just ignoring how you feel. You're going to suppress things just to annoy you more. So what I think you should do if you tend to stare at yourself in the mirror is pick out your good qualities. If you have really white teeth, or a really nice smile, really bright eyes, or you love your hair, focus on all the positive aspects of yourself instead of thinking about all the negatives, and you'll feel so much better about yourself. And you might be, you might feel like you're maybe overweight or underweight for that matter. If you belong to a gym or you thinking about going to a gym, just do little things here and there. Like, I'm not saying go gung-ho on, like, full-out working out and going crazy, but do something that you enjoy that could benefit you that way. If you like to jog, then jog. If you like to swim laps. So there's definitely lots of things you can do if you feel like you want to lose a little bit of weight or gain some weight. Just, the internet's your friend. So check stuff out like that. But to appreciate yourself, confidence comes from within. Don't worry about what you look on the outside. You could be 300 pounds and be a gorgeous person. Okay? Like, you don't have to be supermodel thin to be pretty and liked and enjoy life. You can enjoy life just the way you are, and you can love yourself just the way you are. So think about the positive, ignore the negative, and that should help. Alrighty, here's a loaded question. How do I deal with fake backstabbing girls who talk a lot of stuff? Well, first of all, if you caught them talking stuff behind your back, then full out approach them and be like, well, you can't really hide it, I know all about it, and just see what their excuse is. Not that any excuse is worth it, but just see what they say. If you haven't caught them saying it, but have hearsay, don't snap right away, because, you know, people who are telling things could get screwed up or lost in translation. But I definitely think you should approach the person that you think is talking smack and ask them what the hell. Plain and simple. Ask them to stop. Like, if that doesn't work, then you can approach them and maybe figure something else out on, like, maybe mutual grounds, or just cut them out of your life. That works. If they can't do anything good for you, why would you hang around them? Why would you be with them? Just in general, like, my rule of thumb is, if you're not good for me, then I don't need to be around you. So if you know they're being rude, then approach them, tell them to stop, and if they don't, just erase them. That's all I can say. That's all I really... If you can give me a better situation of something that happened, I might be able to give you more specifics, but in general, backstabbing people are not good for you. No. And then the last question I'm going to cover today is, okay, this is a really girly one, so if you had any guys watching, you might not want to finish watching this. So, I haven't had my period very long, and I get these really bad cramps. I've heard I shouldn't do activities. Any advice? Don't stop doing activities. If you are active with sports or just a gym goer or whatever, even though you're probably younger, don't stop. Don't curl up in a ball for 3 to 5 days or 7 days or however long you last. Like, the activity actually helps you. So I know some people really do have bad cramps, and I have friends who have medication for that time of the month because they can be so bad. So in that case, like, if you have an extreme, then obviously do what you find more comfortable, but just as a rule of thumb, don't stop doing activities because of those 2 days. My gym teacher in high school, grade 9, on I think one of the first days of class, actually straight up said that is not an excuse for not coming to class or feeling like you should sit out because you don't feel well. And she was a little bit rude about it, but that's okay. And so I definitely think I agree with her. As much as sometimes you don't want to do it, I wouldn't avoid doing it. So hopefully that helps you. And that's the first edition of that. Something else I want to let you guys know. You guys can Facebook me questions. You guys can tweet me, email me, leave them here, website. Like I said, anywhere you can contact me. And I will also be doing a back to school series soon. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do like once a week up until September or even through September or whatnot. But I've got a bunch of ideas, the hair, makeup, fashion looks, how to organize your locker, bag, the whole shebang. So if you guys have any other ideas for that, comment below and let me know. And I will hopefully be able to include them. Yeah, so hope you guys have a great day and a great Tuesday. See ya!